If you feel like a roommate with a man instead of like a cherished woman, there is something horribly wrong. This is a very common experience for women, especially the longer that a relationship goes on for, especially when you move in with him or get married to him or have children with him. The romance, a lot of the attraction, the cherishing that you were receiving, maybe the chivalry that you were experiencing, it goes down the toilet. And what you are left with is kind of this roommate with benefit situation. It's like there isn't that spark anymore. You're not really looking up to him in the same way, and you're finding like you have to do so much that you really don't want to do. It doesn't really feel very sexy. You're doing a lot of the planning. You're in charge with a lot of things. You're up in your head all the time trying to figure things out, and he's not leading. He's not stepping up. He is not taking care of you. What went wrong? We are going to talk about that in this video. Hello, my name is Zach Rody. I'm here to lead you into creating the relationship of your dreams, using your feminine energy and what I call feminine communication to inspire a man into cherishing you. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that below, hit the notification bell, and be sure to like this video because, of course, I'm going to make sure it's a really good one for you. So what went wrong is the polarity died. The way it is supposed to be in a relationship is the man is leading, he is taking charge, he is planning, he is making things easier for the woman, he is being chivalrous, he is pouring his love into you. And that feels so good. You feel so safe. You feel so protected. You feel so cherished, so provided for. And he feels good as well because that is his role. That's what makes him feel like a man. He feels great inside being your hero in that way. And that's relatively easy to do early on. And sometimes with a lot of men, they don't even know how to do that at all. But hopefully with the type of man or men that you have chosen, he's able to do that early on. But eventually, what happens? You become more like roommates. And that passion, that dynamic, that polarized dynamic is gone. And as he becomes more apathetic, lazier, not as proactive, it's not stepping up as much, you start to feel anxious. It's like things aren't getting done, or he's not spending the time with me that I need him to spend with me. My needs aren't being met. You go into your masculine, and then you start doing more of the leading. You start planning things. You start initiating when you weren't before. You start being the one to fix problems that are coming up. You're the one that's organizing things. And that's when the passion dies. That's when the polarity dies. But it gets even worse because the more that you step up, guess what happens? He becomes even more apathetic. He becomes lazier. He becomes more passive. He loses the desire to take care of you. And then it's just a downward spiral from there into the roommate zone. Or worse, right? Or worse. This is what happened to me. It is what's happened to most people on earth. When it happened with me, with my wife, early on, I was the one that was always leading. I was stepping up. I was planning, initiating. She didn't have to do anything. And then once we moved in together, we became like roommates with benefits. It's like mission accomplished. I've now achieved my goal of like getting my woman, bringing her back to my cave, and now I can just be lazy. It's a really poor mindset of a man. It shows that his masculine instinct isn't fully 100% online. Mine was not fully 100% online. That doesn't mean it's a deal breaker. It doesn't mean that you have to end the relationship, but it does mean that you definitely should not enable his wounding by going more into your masculine, because he's going more into his feminine, right? The more that you start to feel like roommates with him, the more that he is going into his feminine. And then you go more into your masculine, and then it spirals out of control. Stop enabling that. The only way to stop enabling that is for you to understand feminine communication and access your feminine energy. You need to learn how to let go of control, not step up when there is that room, like the leadership gap to fill. You don't fill it. Instead, you lean back further, and you learn how to vulnerably share what is coming up for you in your heart. You share the problems, you share the unmet needs, you share the feelings, you ask for help permissively, vulnerably. You're opening yourself up and energetically exposing yourself and your pain. The pain that he is causing you, but you're not blaming him for it. That's the key. You're not blaming him. You're not judging him. You're just vulnerably exposing your pain and asking for help with it. And the more that you do this, the more that your feminine self-worth comes online, right? If you hide, like if you either go into the control patterns, you go into leading, or you just start hiding what's really coming up for you, you start hiding your heart, you're not in your self-worth. And if you're not in your self-worth, you're not going to be inspiring him into being his best for you. So the more that you start shifting into your self-worth, the more vulnerable that you become, the more that he feels your self-worth, and the more that he also feels your heart, the more that he feels your feminine energy. And then what starts to happen? That masculine instinct that wasn't fully online, it starts to come more online. It starts to become more activated. He starts feeling the desire to step up, hopefully like he used to, or it might not have ever stepped up, but he can start to step up more and more because you're inspiring him to do so, because you're meeting his need as a man. The masculine instinct needs to feel your respect, needs to feel your vulnerability, needs to feel your feminine self-worth, needs to feel your feminine energy. And the more that a man feels that, the less that he wants to be roommates with you. The more that he wants to treat you like a cherished woman. He wants to protect you. He wants to provide for you. He wants to pay for you. He wants to make your life easier. He wants to plan for you. He loves to do those things because he loves to put a smile on your face. He gets completely out of the, we'll call it the roommate zone. He gets out of the roommate zone. He doesn't want to be in it anymore. But if you are in the roommate zone, or if you've been in it in the past, it means that there's nothing that you are doing to inspire him out of it. And I'm not blaming you. I'll absolutely shake my finger at him and be like, you got to get your act together, buddy. You need to learn how to be a man. You got to step up and start cherishing her. You got to start leading her out of any of her unhealthy patterns that are causing you to feel more apathetic, right? If I'm having that conversation with him, yeah, I'm going to tell him all that. But I'm having that conversation with you. And here's the things that you can do to shift, to get out of a roommate situation. It is not supposed to be that way. It never should be that way. And you absolutely 100% have the power to change it. By becoming more vulnerable, by learning how to communicate with him with absolute respect, with reverence, and by not enabling any of his passivity, not stepping into his role. That is his job. That is his lane. He stays there, you don't. If you want help learning how to do this, I would love to help you. Go below this video, click on relationshipyourdreams.com and watch the video on that page, and then book a call with me, and I'll see you there. We'll have a fantastic time.